streaming button. You're coming through.
And hit share play too.
Oh, also hit share play. There's so many moving parts that must be clicked. Start share play. Okay. Scooch a bit closer to my microphone. Alright. Start show. Ben, we are back.
Back with a vengeance.
It has been a hot second since SummerSlam, which, honestly, an amazing show. We all needed this time to kind of cook back over, relax, reset, realize what normal life is outside of wrestling, because, you know, sometimes this gets too real in here. And at SummerSlam, it definitely got real.
Act show for all you beautiful people out there in the YouTube land.
Just another exciting adventure as always. And we pan over the beautiful Alien Happy Hour gymnasium. And I'm excited to see, you know, one of the top things that happened at SummerSlam, X23 has got that title belt back. And she has booked some time at the top of this to talk with us.
Yeah, very exciting. We are going to get to hear from our newly recrowned champion.
It's going to be so good.
And,
I am so glad to have Lapis out of our hair. I'm so happy.
Yes. And, I mean, I think the AHHWF universe is collectively ecstatic that X23 is the champion once again. Definitely a fan favorite.
Nobody out there is sad that X23 is gone. Everyone is just above it, just absolutely beside themselves. Honestly, I agree.
But yeah, I was talking to X23 backstage before the show. Told me they have some big news for the HHWF universe coming out here. So, you know, after that incredible win at SummerSlam, that ladder match win, now coming out here and saying something else, something new.
Just anything else. Just saying anything else at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It sounds. She wouldn't give me any like hints as to what was going on. She just said, make sure I'm paying attention. And I said, I don't know if you know this, but I'm the commentator. I'm usually paying attention. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else. I said, it's okay. It happens all the time. And then she left and came out here. So there you go.
Yep. And, you know, honestly, I'm just excited to see what she has to say. And as always, just immediately putting over the crowd. Happy to be here back in front of our fans. It's been a well-fought fight to get back here, but it is so satisfying to be there. On top, women's champion.
Yeah, you know, the last couple weeks has probably been pretty sweet for X23, having that title belt once again. You know, that belt, when you walk into places, it gets you, you know, the top service. You know, you get the table right up front. You know, you get nice food, free drinks.
Extra,
you know, you
extra
live the
minutes,
high life.
Extra minutes on your laser tag game, like everything.
Yeah.
All the important things. And Ben, she's bringing it up right now. Lapis Lazuli put down the women's division, said they were nothing, but now X23 is talking up our women's division, talking about how great they are, talking about how wonderful and how talented each one of our women's wrestlers are.
Yeah, X23, the big announcement, the big reveal here. X23 says she's talked to our GM and has commissioned a women's tag championship. And we're going to have a tournament starting tonight to decide who will be the inaugural champions.
The inaugural women's tag champion. That is incredibly exciting. And I'm getting the match list in right here in front of me, Ben, and it looks stellar. We're going to have a big night ahead of us.
Well, I mean, it's exciting. You know, there's a lot of wrestlers that have not gotten the attention that they probably deserve. So this is going to be a really great opportunity to see the breadth of the women's division. You know, I mean, all the talent that we are going to see tonight. It's going to be fun.
Indeed, indeed. And we are starting off with some wrestlers we've seen before. Rey and Ahsoka Tano, two wonderful, wonderful competitors we've watched. And then the two of the people that beat down Shego, Garnet and Pearl. If you remember, when Shego worked with Lapis to try to injure X-23 before her matches, she was promised a title shot. And Shego and X-23 allowed it, but put Shego up against two of her own cronies. And looks like her cronies have fought their way to the front of the match this time.
Yeah, Lapis, not X-23. X-23 would never do something like that.
Yes, Lapis, the cruel and unusual Lapis. Also, Ben in the chat, Silver is out of turtle facts, which is honestly the end of an era. But we may be moving on to Seto Kaiba facts. I am here for that.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
Kaiba, Ben, is the bad guy in the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Season.
Ah. Well,
it's a rookie mistake, and I understand.
You know, this is an interesting match to kick off this tournament, though. You know, both sides kind of representing the opposing forces in the ladder match at SummerSlam. I mean, Rey and Ahsoka kind of proteges, if you will, of X-23. And then, of course, we have Lapis's Goon Squad over there. You know, it's really
yep, the evil crystal gems.
Interesting. Yeah. Yes, we know who's rooting for who in this one.
Yep. And as always, Ben, we start off with these matches, and you have to remember, it's Ahsoka Day.
Every day is Ahsoka Day here in the AHHWF Elementary School Arena.
Outstanding. I love the knockoff Blood on the Leaves as her theme. It's so fucking funny.
How do we know that this Yu-Gi-Oh character has a blood type A?
Because that's just Kaiba. Like, that's just Kaiba's the one. I don't know if you ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh. He had 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, Ben. He's okay. He is that bitch. He's that dude trying his best to be as alpha as hell.
So I don't understand. So he has blood type A?
Yes, that's the highest letter in the alphabet.
But that's not how blood types don't work that way.
Sounds like somebody without blood type A. Here, am I right, fans?
All right.
Here are the crystal gems.
And one of the crystal gems is sporting some sort of belt from, I assume, another federation.
Yeah, I think it's a New Japan belt. I don't know. I didn't give it to him, but I'm excited to see, who comes on top here in the first match in our women's tag team bracket. Ahsoka forcing Garnet back into her corner and holding her there just as a show of strength. Corker Bryan having to break him up. You see, I love this because we're really getting to see, we're going to get to see a lot more of competitors we haven't seen before out here. Ben, I think you brought that up, but it's exciting to get new talent, new skills out there on the mat.
Well, and, to get another title that people can compete for, I mean, that's pretty exciting. That doesn't happen every day.
You're definitely right.
In the in the aftermath of our biggest show ever, it always seems fitting to, you know, raise the stakes. Let's get some more gold for people to compete for.
Mm-hmm. And Ahsoka getting that tag in with Rey.
So Riley, who you got in this match?
I really have loved both Rey and Ahsoka as singles competitors. They're both real good. They always put on a show. Now, the Crystal Gems themselves, like, they are a team already. They're people who have worked together. And while Rey and Ahsoka have trained together under X-23's tutelage, I don't know if that gives them an edge over people who are an honest-to-goodness tag team.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, there's a difference between being friends and being able to be a tag team, you know? I mean, there's been, in the history of wrestling, there's been plenty of great tag teams that the two people in the tag team did not like each other. You know, it's two completely different things. So, it's yet to be seen if Ahsoka and Rey can really, you know, go as a tag team. But...
And you can see it right here, like, when Ahsoka got the tag, she just got a simple tag, but the gems themselves set up for a nice tag team maneuver. They did everything they can to get that kind of, like, upper level, to get that next level of tag team action. Ooh, putting on the submission. God, vicious. Pearl is just a absolute like a monster hunting down Rey's arms like that.
Definitely has a very innovative offense.
Yeah, it's unlike anything else we've really seen here in this arena. We've had no pins yet. And again, going for a tag. A vicious DDT from Ahsoka.
I'll be interested to see if the force strength coming out of the far corner there is gonna give them an edge in this match.
You'd imagine they both have similar strengths here. Like, if they just work together instead of just working as two great competitors apart, I think they could really make a shake here. God, Ahsoka brutalizing Pearl now. God. Pearl crawling into the wrong corner for a moment. Ooh! That was a reversal drop Pearl right down on her neck on those ropes. Vicious.
Ahsoka has looked very strong so far in this match.
And what's absolutely wild, Ben, is that everybody we're looking at might be the first women's tag team champion.
Yeah.
Ahsoka's putting on a very good argument on why it should be her and Rey.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know that everybody who's going to be in this ring tonight, they all want their name to be first on that list. When you look at tag team champions, they want their name to be the first that you see.
Ooh. Here we go, our first pin of the night. 1, 2. Ahsoka got kicking out of that. And Pearl just walking casually over to the corner, taking a moment to bow. What a heel. Ooh. A hard toss into the corner. You know, yeah, Ahsoka's looked very strong, but Pearl has looked conniving and like just so smart about the way that she's approaching things. Oh, jumping up for something but getting caught instead. Will Ahsoka be able to take back momentum here? It does not look like it. Oh, never mind. Oh, double never mind? What is happening? Pearl, like...
Ahsoka needs to get this tag.
Pearl lets her get it. Pearl has been so, like... She's like a snake. You know, this is why your parents always said never trust somebody in a leather jacket, Ben. No Ahsoka in sight. But Rey is still fresh out that corner.
Yeah, Rey's not looking to go down yet.
Jeebus creepers. We haven't seen a lot of Garnet either. It's just been Pearl taking these two on bit by bit by bit.
Yeah, Pearl seems to be looking to do this on her own.
And that's no way to win a tag championship. I think she heard us talking. Tags in Garnet to maybe seal the deal here. Forcing Rey up to one knee. Or going for a DDT, but instead getting the knee to the stomach.
You know, I will say there's never been a point in this match where I felt like Rey and Ahsoka have been in charge. It always seems like it's either even or it's in the side of the crystal gems. But I've never felt like like Rey and Ahsoka have really had a moment where they've been in charge in this match.
You know, Rey stepping over to try to threaten Pearl for a moment. I don't know, maybe this is it. Maybe they're about to get a little bit of energy, get a little bit of shine. What is Rey doing? Is Rey going to try to go coast to coast here? Jesus!
Oh, Rey just went coast to coast.
Yo! That was vicious!
Garnet appears to be out.
I'm watching the replay of that on my screen. God.
Oh, still able to kick out though.
That must have just been on instinct. They can't even be. She can't be awake right now.
Rey doing the damage and then kicking it back to Ahsoka.
Just damaging that mid back there, and then doing push-ups just to flaunt her strength. Ahsoka might be one of the most like physically strong competitors in the women's division. She always is just like, she feels like she could bench press a car, you know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Ooh. But Garnet's got those legs. Oh. A quick reversal. A kip up.
Rey's over there just angrily eyeing Pearl, like, kind of seems like Rey's waiting for Pearl to get back in the match so she can go after her.
It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like she's trying to threaten her from over there. There's like, try something, I dare you. Every time she finishes that move, Ahsoka goes in for the stomps next, just to really drive it home. Garnet crawling to the wrong corner. She doesn't even know where she is right now. Whoa, what is this? God, right on the neck. They're playing it safe on the pins here. They're not doing a heck of a lot as far as it comes to that, but God, driven right back. Able to get the hot tag. Oh, two whiffs. Pearl's able to knock Ahsoka down on her face. God, she went down like a sack of potatoes.
Okay.
What is this? Pearl is one of the most unique fighters. I don't think there's anyone quite like her in AHHWF. And she seals the deal.
Well, the crystal gems move on.
There we have it. See some of those.
Like you said, you know, yeah, Rey and Ahsoka, obviously great individual competitors, but it's hard to beat a well-oiled team.
They put up a fight, but like you could just see with Garnet's strength and Pearl's just attack, like the way she attacks specific body parts to take them out is terrifying.
Well, and the variety of moves, I mean, anytime that Rey or Ahsoka thought they had her figured out, she would come at him a different way.
And so,
definitely, yeah, definitely the team to watch.
Moving on to the next round of our tag team competition. Let's see, up next, we have Zelda and Samus Aran, a newcomer to the company, versus Shego and Navi. This match is promising to just be a vicious, just absolutely vicious. We've seen Navi and Shego in the ring before, and it's always been bloodshed, just wanton bloodshed.
Yeah, a lot of history between those two, dating back to the first episode of AHHWF. Zelda and Samus, a bit of an unknown quantity. We've seen Zelda a bit. We have not seen Samus at all. So it'll be, while we know, it's kind of like the evil you know versus the evil you don't know. Like we know what we're gonna get with Shego and Navi. We know the links that they will go to win a match. We have no idea what we're gonna get from Zelda and Samus.
I'm excited to see it, frankly. We have a few other people who've come into the ring in power armor, and they've always put on a show. So I'm very excited to see Samus join their ranks.
Yes. Yeah, if you're just joining us tonight, X23 came out earlier today and announced that there would be, at our next pay-per-view, there will be crowned the first ever AHHWF Women's Tag Champions. And right now we are going through a tournament to decide who will face each other at the pay-per-view for that belt. There is going to be 2 teams on each side of a bracket. Obviously, these teams will then face each other, and we will eventually get to the championship match at the pay-per-view to decide who our inaugural champions will be.
The music has hit. First coming out is Princess Zelda, the Triforce of Wisdom herself. The crowd lifting their arms in unison. Next up, Samus Aran joining her side. The bounty hunter. Yeah, she's an intimidating presence, Ben.
Definitely. Well, and I mean, I've seen him on the Smash Bros. Circuit, and just say going to be interesting to see how all that transfers into the AHHWF ring.
She can't use her arm cannon in here as a blaster. We have outlawed the blaster, just like we outlawed the Jedi's lightsabers. They're simply not allowed.
Yeah, it's only what you can do with your fists when it comes to AHHWF. Fists and knees and foots, I guess. I don't know. Elbows, too. Headbutts sometimes.
And Navi coming out.
Also, I will agree that Zelda does have a striking resemblance to Becky Lynch.
God, she really does, doesn't she? I'm very glad Samus doesn't lose her helmet like some of our other masked heroes do.
Yeah. All right, so in this, we're, you know, tag tournament champion, or tag tournament right now to decide the first HHWF Women's Tag Champs. Who do you got in this match, Riley?
I want Samus and Zelda to come out on top here. I think that they're too. I want to see that new blood in our championship, Ben. I've seen Shego. I know she's a great wrestler, but I don't want her to. I want to see the fresh faces. I want to see the new folk.
Yeah, I mean, that I'm with you that I would like to see Samus and Zelda win. I'm a fan of their work, but I mean, if I'm a betting man here, I gotta go with Shego and Navi.
Mm-hmm. Both of which have been in title pictures before.
Both have been in title pictures before. Both have had a lot of in-ring experience here in AHHWF, and both have had a history of working together, even if it was a limited partnership, if you will.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They have actually been in a tag match together before.
Bam, quick to the back. There they are, and they are keeping control of this match. Now, Navi and Zelda both began wrestling and began training in the same dojo up in Canada. You know, Ben, and so they know each other's move. They know each other's styles. But you know, let's take a chance and see the new blood.
I didn't realize how tall Samus was until I saw him in the ring with Navi there.
Well, you know, Samus is an Amazonian. She's huge. She's a genetically modified alien human hybrid. And that power armor also just lifts her up.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem to be helping her against the fairy.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say is the diminutive Navi in control right now. Yep.
It's not good. Byron Saxton, I don't know what that means. I feel like I've just been burnt. Oh,
Byron Saxton is just a WB commentator, but
Jesus.
Reversal pins. Let's go back and forth.
Is this the cha-cha slide? Because we just got a reverse.
Yeah. Then take it back now, y'all.
Yep.
And Samus looking to do one hop this time.
Ben, I think it might be two
now
hops.
Telling
Let's
Navi,
go.
turn it up.
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh, Navi just barely able to kick out. Shego showing complete confidence. Didn't come in there and try to break it up. Just knew Navi got this, you know?
Samus taking a breather on the outside, then building up momentum to come back in, just kicking at Navi's motionless body. And Navi's on the wrong side of the tracks now. God. Swinging with that arm cannon. Now that just ain't true, Burge.
That looked like that took every bit of strength that Navi had to throw Samus there.
Just a little neck breaker there. Just a little neck breaker. When someone that big is beating your head against the apron, like that can't feel good.
I wouldn't believe it to be, no. And Shego, not wanting anything to do, saw Samus running across the ring, was like, I am out of here.
Put them completely out. Now Navi putting Shego in the wrong, putting Samus in the wrong corner, tossing him back. And we have the tag.
Navi throwing Shego onto Samus.
When you got someone so tall, you gotta do anything you can to get a little bit extra verticality. Working the neck, Samus refusing to get up, ringing up to her feet. Getting tossed outside.
Samus stepping over the top rope like Big Show.
I mean, when you're that big. Oh, she threw
and dropping on the stairs.
On the
Oh my God, this is not an Extreme Rules match.
She didn't technically use the weapon. It was just there, Ben. God. Holy shit.
Oh my God, Samus out for blood.
She knows what it takes to be a star in this division. The way she whips her.
And I would just say, I think Zelda was very wise to team with Samus here.
Oh,
that was a Triforce joke for you guys.
Oh, that's a good joke. Shego knocking Samus out of the ring now, taking a second to check her wrist, make sure it's still popped in place.
Yeah, you know, Samus started out not so great in this match, but definitely seems to have gotten their ring legs.
And Shego might have been caught off guard by that at first, but I think has now stumbled back into her position. Trying to give Samus a taste of their own medicine. We're at 7 on the clock. Oh, God.
Oh.
We're at 9. God.
Well, we'll have to consult with our GM and figure out what happens in case of a draw here in our tournament. But it appears to be what we have. Samus and Shego staring each other down, both not happy with the outcome of this.
Yep. I mean, sometime they must have got caught up in some sort of bloodlust out there because they just lost track of time. But for our next match, we've got Kim Possible and Judy Hopps versus Android 18 and Bulma. I think we've seen Judy before.
We have seen Judy before. I believe we've seen Kim Possible before. Android 18 and Bulma, we've only seen ringside so far. But as we know, Bulma was the coach behind the Vegeta and Trunks tag run, so has a lot of former training in the tag division. Understands tag matches probably better than anybody in this tournament. So it'll be interesting to see the applied sciences, if you will, that Bulma has.
And Android 18, as we know, we've only seen her once ringside, and the person that she managed retired the Undertaker. So
yeah,
that's just something to take in.
An interesting wrinkle here too in our tag tournament here is that this is a tornado tag match.
This is an interesting thing. I don't know why that happened. Let's really see. Let's see this kind of spin out. Where her ears are tucked back behind her head. Silver.
Yeah, you gotta slick them back. You don't want those ears all over the place when you're in the ring.
And here is actually a cop, Judy Hopps.
Yes. Showing that anybody, if they dream hard enough, can be a professional wrestler.
Even if you're a rabbit. And her partner. The one and only Kim Possible.
Yeah, these scars remind Kim that the past is real, but ready to step up here and try to become the inaugural AHHWF Women's Champion, Tag Champion.
Call her.
We've already had an inaugural Women's Champion.
Call her beeper if you want to reach her. All she wants to reach is that tag belt.
And their opponents.
The music filling the arena as Android 18 makes her way to the ring. I forgot she has that horrible line on her face because she is an android. She isn't a human. So that's probably where that faceplate meets.
Yeah, that is probably it.
And the professional herself, Bulma.
Yeah, the Phil Jackson of the tag division. Just an amazing coach. Let's see how Bulma does in the ring here.
Here we go, immediately starting off
And
strong.
Bulma out of the gates, pile driver, Judy Hopps.
Sometimes you need to make an impact fast. Yeah, Bulma and 18 are making short work of Possible and Hopps in this tornado tag match.
I believe the tag team, I'm just going to throw this out here for when they go back and watch the tape and, they just give them a little advice. The Judy Hopps Kim Possible tag team should be called Hopsible.
Hopsible is very good. Hopsible is very good. And Kim's managing to make some form of progress. Nope. Wookiees. Looks like she's about to drop 18 down on her own partner, but instead they just end up in a pile in the middle of the ring together.
Yeah, Judy Hopps managing to turn the tables on Bulma now, but Kim Possible having no such luck against Android 18.
There you go, 18 going for the cover. Not getting it.
Well, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Riley. Who do you got in this match?
Android 18 and Bulma have been putting on a clinic out here. So I think I'm going to argue them, even though Kim Possible just threw 18 like a million miles across the ring.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I'm with you there. I think Bulma alone, not to discount the abilities of Android 18, but Bulma has such a great tag pedigree that's just such a big advantage over any of the other wrestlers in this tournament.
Now Kim is finally getting in some moves. Get your shit in, brother. Here we go. Just a sharp punch to Android.
And yeah, Kim Possible doing a hard reset on Android 18.
Gonna turn that thing on.
Trying to go after Bulma, but Bulma saying no thank you. Kim reversing it, but Bulma back throwing punches. Kim going after, sweeping the leg. Turning it over into a submission. Bulma not tapping. Judy and Kim able to team up on Android 18 for a little bit. But now, for the first time in this match, Kim Possible and Judy Hops, the team of Hopsible, are currently in control.
Yep. It took a second. It was a little bit mixed up there, but Hopsible is now just running around on these two. Ooh, those high kicks are always
and the hops
so
from Judy Hops.
I mean, that's where the name's from, Ben. That's where the name is from.
That is true.
Just her sheer athleticism. Throwing her into the turnbuckle. Ruthless. Hopping over. Climbing up. Watching like a gargoyle as 18 stumbles to her feet. Kim punching her in the back. Are they going to set her up for something? God. Ooh. That was a miss. I wasn't sure how that messed up, but that looked vicious. PETA would not approve of this match.
But Judy Hops does not care. Judy Hops is here to compete. No one's going to tell her she can't be in this ring.
I don't even know who to watch, Ben. So much is happening.
There's a lot. This body's flying around the ring.
Oh, we got a pin. No, we don't. Never mind. Oh, the android's setting up for something. A spear.
This is a giant spear from Android 18. Judy Hops playing keep away, leap into the top rope, but getting punched into a sit-down position. Gonna regret going up there.
Oh,
Android
boy.
18's taking her way back down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but Judy Hops throwing Android 18 down to the ground, setting up for something big. Oh my God, a shooting star press.
Followed by a choke slam on Bulma. Judy is setting
Hopsible
up.
might be setting up for a win right here.
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Go for the pin. In the middle of the ring. Nowhere to go. Pinning at the same time.
Pinning each other's opponent.
That's stellar.
A double pin.
Team Hopsible moves on. That was really cool. That was really good.
Definitely a definitive win. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Team Hopsible walked away with a definitive victory here.
God, that's the switching dance partners pin is the dopest thing I've ever seen.
Very, very good. And they will be moving on to the next round here in this tag team championship tournament.
There we go. And now to break up the energy, Ben, as always, Shaggy Rogers has to defend his title. And so we have another monster loose in ring tonight that must be exorcised from the arena.
Yeah, well, you know, Shaggy wanted to take the night off, wanted to make sure that this was a focus on the, you know, women's division tonight. But of course, that hardcore championship being a 24-hour title, when Minion challenged him, you had to have the match. There's nothing you can do about it. So here we are, Minion taking on Shaggy for the hardcore title.
Yeah, and Shaggy,
but Shaggy, after beating Fred at SummerSlam, I don't see anybody taking down Shaggy anytime soon.
No, Shaggy's a well-refined weapon at this point. You have to, whoever wants to truly challenge him for the belt, whoever wants to be not one of these pretend challengers, they're gonna have to study some tape.
Yeah, well, that's, you know, it's I feel like it's a combination of a blessing and a curse, the hardcore title being a 24-hour title. I think so obviously you have to be prepared to defend it at all times. However, I feel like sometimes the competitors don't come in with as much preparation. I feel like sometimes, like in the case of Minion here, Minion just kind of got a wild hair and was like, I'm going to challenge for the hardcore title. Is not prepared for what Shaggy is going to bring to the table here tonight, you know?
Because Shaggy's going to bring some goblins, some ghouls. Shaggy's coming prepared with the power of the devil on his side. Minion's got nothing. Minion has nothing to bring to this. And honestly, I'm afraid for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're Minion, I don't know if Minion is really thinking about this. I honestly don't know what Minion's thinking at all. But when you're standing across the ring
with the boys last night, I just got a little too excited. Just gone, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
But I mean, when that man's standing across the ring from you, holding that belt over his shoulder, I mean, I'm turning tail and running. I am not getting in a match with them.
Ben,
you know?
I don't know if you've looked to the side of you. I'm not even at the announcer's table right now. I am hiding back in the locker room where it is safe. Minion trying to get some offense in. And just right now using their brute strength to overcome Shaggy. This Minion is the ugliest creature Shaggy has had to fight. That is true. That is absolutely true, Joe.
Yeah, and well, so we're gonna see how long this plays out. Obviously, Minion has the size advantage, the strength advantage over Shaggy. But when this really truly turns into a hardcore match, size doesn't matter. Shaggy is going to take a chair and hit it straight across Minion's face, and
doesn't matter how big you are.
It's going to save you from that.
Yeah, you could be 7 feet tall. You get hit in the face with a steel chair bend, it's gonna hurt you just the same. And the crowd calling for Shaggy to unmask this monster. But Minion's stepping out of the ring first. Trying to meet Shaggy on his own footing.
Shaggy chasing after, though.
Yep. Minion grabbing a ladder. But Shaggy yanking it out of his hands, going, thank you for presenting me with this gift.
Master of turning anything into a weapon. You do not want I know it's all right, so it's a hardcore match. You need to use weapons if you want to come out on top in this. That's what we saw happen when Shaggy won the belt from Kratos. Is that Kratos thought he could do it without using any weapons. Shaggy's like, I'm going to use the rules to my advantage, and I'm going to get a weapon. But Shaggy being so good at turning anything into a deadly object, it's almost like you don't want to introduce weapons when you're facing him.
You wanna like, you just don't want to put it on the table because Shaggy will use it. He'll push you down, drive your head in the corner of a ladder, and then punch your head into it.
And now going up top.
Pointing to his victim.
Calling his shot. Diving forearm, diving clothesline to Minion. Shaggy just pulling out all the stops right now. Duplexing the 7-foot-tall giant.
Oh, and here we
Wind
go.
it up.
Eat your snacks.
and setting up for one of my favorite moves in AHHWF, the Scoop Shasa!
There we go, down for the pin. Minion fighting out. All right, all right. Oh, Minion going for that short rush, trying to gather every amount of their energy and take back the momentum. But one does not just take back the momentum from Shaggy Rogers.
Shaggy going back to the ladder here again. Just
asking,
driving it into Minion's chest.
Do you regret opening the door to this?
Oh, Minion ripping it out of Shaggy's hands, though.
Ooh, cold clocking him across the face.
Ladder to the face. Ooh. Minion trying to wind up on Shaggy, but Shaggy's saying no thank you.
That was a sharp bow. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Oof. Minion trying to make Shaggy rest
Is this
in
curtains?
peace.
Are we going to get a new champion? Not today.
Not very likely.
You know, ever since Shaggy joined our federation, took this belt, Ben, I've been reading up on scripture, because I believe what Shaggy's been doing here has been a holy event, a holy avenger, if you will. And
all right.
I think the mistake that we made, Ben, was that we should have never tried to we had so many demons and monsters in here. We should have never tried to contact the dead. That's what brought this angel of war into our federation. We've courted unholiness.
I mean, I guess every cloud has a silver lining, because we've given the AHHWF universe Shaggy Rogers, one of their favorite champions.
Just, I know when to fear power when I see it. It didn't scare me before, but it scares me now. Sorry, Mickey Mouse.
As Luke Skywalker?
It was Mickey Mouse as Luke Skywalker.
I knew Disney was going to ruin Star Wars. Now Mickey Mouse is going to be in Star Wars. Oh, and Minion taunting the crowd. But Shaggy winding up, throwing those punches, driving the knee into the back of Minion, then sweeping him down to the ground.
Joe sending the energy. We have chat sending energy for this favorite move.
And a second Scoop Shasa.
We have a
Will
pin.
this one keep Minion down?
It can. We have your current, your forever hardcore champion.
Yes, Shaggy Rogers, hardcore champion, then, now, forever. But
What
who's
is
this?
Who the fuck is this? Stephanie McMahon just got beat up by Shaggy Rogers?
I'm very confused about what just happened there.
I don't think the game knows how to put Minion there. But also,
well,
Ben,
I guess when you're on top of the mountain, everybody's trying to take swings at you, I guess. But now Triple H is an enemy of Shaggy Rogers, and for good reason. Stephanie trying to become the hardcore champion once again, taking a shot at Shaggy, but not gonna happen.
God, what if we have a Shaggy invades the WWE? Oh.
Well, I don't want Shaggy to leave AHHWF.
I don't want him to either. You're right. We have our final tag match of the night for the first round. Jubilee and Batgirl versus Xion and Storm. This is quite the matchup here. Again, all fresh faces. I think we've seen Jubilee wrestle before, but
You know, I love Batgirl's smile. You can just tell that she's like so happy to be in this tournament.
She's just having a good time. It's the same way that I love Xion's odd, bulging, dollish eyes. Which are truly unsettling to my soul. I'm going to restart SharePlay, and while I do that, folks, I want to tell you a little bit about who we're brought to you by this evening. This evening, we are as always brought to you by patreon.com/alienhappyhour, where you can help support the wellness policy of all of our wrestlers and, you know, support the show, support me and Ben, all that good stuff. It's also brought to you by tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. If you go to your web browser, you type bit.ly/interstitial Kickstarter, capital I, capital K, you will go to Interstitial, Our Hearts Intertwined, a Powered by the Apocalypse role-playing game based on the themes of Kingdom Hearts that I made and I am kickstarting tomorrow morning. It would mean nothing more to me than if you went to go look that up and, you know, just check out that page. Also, you know, type in bit.ly interstitial AP, capital I, capital AP, to listen to the game be played with Joe in the chat. There are beautiful characters. You got Marsh from Final Fantasy Tactics, Christopher Angel, Roxanne from a Goofy movie, and an OC. It's a beautiful, beautiful world. Barb Gordon got that white person walking past another white person's smile. Holy fuck. Good God.
Riley, if I could offer you a piece of advice.
Yes.
I think the more important thing instead of capital I, capital K is telling people how to spell interstitial.
That's a good point. A lot of people haven't spelled it as often as I have. It is spelled INTERSTITIAL. One more time. INTERSTITIAL. I posted in the chat as well.
And someone in the crowd just yelled, "Yeah, Yahtzee." So there you go.
Yeah, Yahtzee. Oh. Finally, somebody has this theme. Yabba dabba doo, it's Jubilee.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. 3 of the things that Jubilee lives by.
Never give up.
Oh. You know, Jubilee has had a long road to AHHWF, and that has been the phrase that's really given them, the will to keep going. You know, there's been a lot of ups and downs throughout the indie career, but that never give up phrase, that's what's gotten them here.
It's absolutely wonderful. Next up on the list, we have Xion. Xion Ben, member of Organization 13, person from Kingdom Hearts, travesty to look at. She's here and ready to wrestle. That's all I got to say about her. I just don't want to look at her anymore. And then Storm. Is that a crown?
Yeah, well, apparently Storm already claiming that, you know, get the crown, you know? That I don't need a title belt, I got a crown. I don't really want to argue with them.
And here we go. Let the wrestling begin. Batgirl immediately working on the affront to my sight, Xion. Ben, you've asked me many times. I'm going to ask you this time first. Who you got in this?
Well, you know, we have not really seen anybody in this match before. So, I kind of, just knowing from what I've seen on the indie circuits and such, I feel like I gotta go with Storm and Xion.
I think it's a fair take. I think that's a fair bet. The two of them are ferocious. You can see now We're back to abusing each other out on those steps. But this one, Batgirl and Xion trading blows here. Xion having control now. Driving her right into the barricade. You know, Batgirl wisely getting back in, not letting the same thing happen to her that happened to Samus.
Yeah, well, you know, watching the matches in the back, you know, you learn from the mistakes. One of the advantages of being the closer here tonight is you get to learn from past mistakes. You get to see how people won, how people lost, and you can kind of apply that to your own strategy.
She got Xion up to 9 count out there. Was clearly hoping to just get that easy win, but that's not how anything's going to happen in a tournament.
Not right now, at least.
Getting tossed by the head. Batgirl abusing this nobody. Is Xion a nobody? Joe in chat, is Xion a nobody? Okay. Got in control again. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Make it happen, Xion. Nope. Absolutely no luck.
Batgirl wisely pulling out of the enemy corner here.
Yeah, but Storm rushes in because she's not just going to let them wrestle and get a pin without her stepping in. Jubilee teaching her otherwise. A sharp super kick right to the face. And a pin again.
You saw those legs get a little wobbly there.
There you go.
Wow. A very, very quick win. Batgirl and Jubilee moving on. Storm didn't even get in the ring in this match.
Did not get a chance. But that is it for our first round. We had the Crystal Gems moving on. Team Hopsible moving on. Batgirl and Jubilee moving on. And we still have to talk with our GM about what to do about that second match.
Yeah, we'll have more for you next week. But definitely a lot of exciting stuff happening in AHHWF. And everything tonight, well, with the exception of our hardcore title match, everything for one belt. We have not even heard from Weird Al. We haven't heard from Trunks. You know, there's still so much up in the air. Lots of exciting stuff. Lots of very exciting times in AHHWF. I can't wait for next week.
Indeed. I'm excited for next week as well. We'll see it then. My friends, thank you all for tuning in this evening. Ben, thank you for joining me. Y'all get home safe now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.